Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? Today, we're taking a really deep dive into something you interact with every single second you're inside your home. But let's be real, you probably never even look at it. I'm talking about your indoor air quality. Now, if you live right here in Seminole, Florida, this one is specifically for you. We at Bright Air Duct Cleaning are going to break down exactly what is happening inside the ductwork of your local homes and businesses. We're going to look at why our unique Gulf Coast environment presents such a massive challenge, and most importantly, how we fix it. So get comfortable and let's shed some light on the exact air you're breathing.
Right off the bat, what is hiding inside your Seminole home? I want you to imagine just for a second the invisible threat lurking right above your head. In a lot of Seminole homes, especially those built around, say, 1979, the air ducts have just been sitting there quietly collecting decades, and yes, I mean literal decades, of debris. Every single time your HVAC system kicks on, it's pushing air through this massive labyrinth of stale, contaminated pathways long before it ever reaches your living room or your bedroom. It's a classic out-of-sight, out-of-mind problem, but trust me, it is deeply impacting your daily life.
All right, let's look at the Seminole Climate Challenge. Because obviously, our ductwork doesn't just exist in a vacuum. It exists in Florida, and our specific environment is honestly brutal on HVAC systems.
86%. That right there is our peak coastal humidity. Because Seminole sits right on Florida's Gulf Coast, our exact location directly messes with our ductwork. We are dealing with incredibly warm, sticky coastal air surrounding our homes for a huge chunk of the year. And look, that 86% humidity, it doesn't just politely stay outside. It sneaks in and interacts with your home's cooling system in ways that can be, well, pretty destructive. All of that humidity leads to one massive, undeniable problem: condensation. It's just simple science, really. When that incredibly warm, moist coastal air hits the freezing cold metal of your AC ducts, condensation forms. And what you end up with is a dark, incredibly damp environment hidden away inside your walls and ceilings. It's absolutely the perfect breeding ground where mold and mildew can just thrive and spread completely unchecked.
And the crazy thing is, the humidity isn't even acting alone. We're essentially facing a local perfect storm. Think about it. Because we're less than 2 miles from Boca Ciega Bay, salt air is constantly blowing inland, and that causes corrosive buildup right inside your system. On top of that, from January to June, we get hammered by a heavy pine and pollen season. The humidity mixed with the dry weather in the summer actually accelerates the buildup of those pollen allergens inside the ductwork. Add in our typical temperature swings, bouncing from 56 degrees up to 89 degrees, and your HVAC is basically forced to work overtime. For neighborhoods like Bardmore, Oakhurst Shores, and Bay Ridge Terrace, these combined factors mean your ducts are collecting contaminants way faster than you'd probably expect.
So, what does this all mean? Let's talk about the cost of dirty ducts. Because this climate challenge isn't just some theoretical science lesson. It has very real, painful effects on your home, your wallet, and, frankly, your health. The really crucial point here is how these environmental factors actually show up in your daily life. Like, if you've got a persistent, musty smell in your home, yeah, that's often coming straight from that buildup of mold and trapped moisture we were just talking about. If anyone in your house struggles with allergies or asthma, these contaminated ducts turn your own home into a constant source of discomfort. It's literally just circulating dust and allergens every single time the system cycles on. But it doesn't stop there. It hits your wallet too. See, when dust and debris pile up, they create physical resistance. That forces your HVAC system to work incredibly hard just to push the air through, which leads directly to spiking energy bills.
It really just comes down to a super clear comparison: a neglected system versus a clean system. Look, a neglected system is practically suffocating. It's restricted, it's spreading harmful spores, and it's costing you more money every single month on energy bills, all while actually shortening the life of your AC unit. On the flip side, a clean system completely restores proper airflow. It brings fresh, actual clean air back into your living spaces, protects your family from respiratory risks, and noticeably drops those monthly energy costs.
Which brings us to our proven cleaning process. This is exactly where we at Bright Air Duct Cleaning step in. We are here local experts, armed with the exact methodology needed to tackle this specific Seminole problem.
Now, we aren't the new guys on the block. We've been deeply rooted in this community for a long time. In fact, we've proudly been serving homes and businesses throughout Seminole and the entire Tampa Bay area since 2008. That's over 15 years of hands-on, local experience. And we aren't just your run-of-the-mill cleaners either. Our technicians are fully NADCA certified, EPA certified, and Florida licensed. We bring a high level of professional rigor to a job that honestly, absolutely demands it.
And the proof really is in our track record. We have cleaned over 5,000 homes. Think about that. 5,000 satisfied customers. From Seminole Isle to Blossom Lake and Thurston Groves over to Boca Ciega Ridge, glowing reviews and thousands of clean homes are just the standard we bring to every single job. Plus, we always provide free estimates, completely transparent quotes, and absolutely zero hidden costs.
So let me demystify exactly how we do it, because our commercial-grade equipment easily, and I mean easily, outmatches any weekend DIY attempt. Step 1, we kick off every service with a full camera inspection. We literally look deep inside the duct system to spot any dust buildup, mold growth, cracks, or blockages. Step 2, we bring in the big guns. A massive, powerful truck-mounted HEPA vacuum system paired with commercial-grade rotating brushes. This physically scrubs and completely extracts the dust, debris, and contaminants entirely out of your home. And finally, Step 3. Once the ducts are cleared out, we apply an EPA-approved antimicrobial treatment. This part is absolutely crucial because it stops that mold and bacteria from just growing right back in that dark, damp space.
Moving into breathe easier with us, because ultimately this whole process is about the peace of mind and the very tangible benefits you get after our service, which, by the way, we often wrap up in just a single visit with our same-day service.
Once we get in there and remove those contaminants, the results are practically immediate. You get significantly improved air quality, just a cleaner, healthier environment for everyone to breathe. You get highly effective mold growth prevention because we've totally eliminated the organic buildup that the mold was feeding on in the first place. You get reduced monthly energy costs since we've removed all that resistance, meaning your HVAC runs efficiently and actually lasts longer. And, maybe best of all, we eliminate those stale, musty odors right at the source, making your whole home feel incredibly fresh and inviting again.
Cleaner indoor air and lower energy bills can literally start with just one appointment. So here's exactly where you can find us. We are Bright Air Duct Cleaning Seminole, located right here at 7990 Liberty Lane, Seminole, Florida, 33772, United States. You can just call us directly at 727-620-6108. We offer same-day service 7 days a week from 7 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m. We even boast a 15-minute local response time. Seriously, we're your reliable, certified neighbors, and we're ready to help.
So I'm going to leave you with one final thought to really chew on. What are you breathing in tonight? When your AC kicks on later this evening, is it pushing fresh, clean air, or is it pushing decades of hidden Florida dust, pollen, and mold spores straight into your bedroom? Please, don't let an invisible threat dictate your family's health or your energy bills. Give us a call for a free quote, and let's get your air cleaned. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and breathe easy, Seminole.